Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Tina with TS Ditto Reacts. Thank you for joining me today. Let's get into it.
If your state now requires a driver's license with a real ID to vote, you will not be able to vote. So not only will you not be able to fly, you might not think it's a big deal because you don't fly that much, but if you vote, you need to have a driver's license that has a real ID on it. And the timing of this is crucial because there's numerous elections happening across numerous states at any given moment, and with midterms on the horizon, now is a more important time than any to make sure that you have your real ID. And start getting on it now because there has been so many people having so many problems. I've heard of an older woman in Florida who had the issue renewing her ID, even though she had numerous renewed licenses because she was born at home. Yeah, she was born in her house, and they told her that there was some discrepancy with that. Your birth certificate has to match the name on the ID in order for you to get a real ID, I'm pretty sure. So if you think that that might be a hurdle for you now, I would try to get on that so that when it comes time for you to actually needing that ID, you can have one. Close to...
Speaking of the real ID, I went to get my driver's license renewed on my birthday like I normally would, and I wasn't really familiar with the real ID. So I go to the driver's license place and I have my regular driver's license with me. Try to get my ID. They sent me away. I go back with my birth certificate. They said, you need your social security card. They sent me away. I went back with my birth certificate and my social security card, and I'm asking about the real ID. They said, you need your marriage license. And they sent me away. So you have to have your marriage license with the seal on it, your birth certificate with the seal on it, your social security card, and a bill with your name on it that is addressed to your house. So I obtained everything, but now I'm too tired to go back and get my real ID. But as the lady stated, you need it in order to vote. However, what about that new law that says you have to have your maiden name or something? I don't know, I don't remember. But you have to, your husband will be the only one that can vote in your household. Some gibberish. It's just another way to hold us back. It's taking us back in time, not the good old days, the bad old days. That's all I'm saying.
900 flights, 900 have been canceled into and out of Newark Liberty Airport just in the past week, including dozens already today, and the day is just starting. So as you might imagine, this has ripple effects all around the country.
And airlines are offering travel waivers to make it easier for people to make those changes. Senate Democrats are calling for an inspector general investigation to find out what went wrong at that FAA facility. The FAA acknowledges the system is antiquated, but says it's working to improve the situation in the New York City area. But already today, the FAA has hit a staffing trigger, which means more long delays at Newark Airport. After a number of outages at a key FAA facility handling traffic coming in and out of Newark, controllers' screens essentially went blank, leaving them unable to communicate or track flights for at least 30 seconds, according to the Department of Transportation. It was a breaking point for about a half dozen controllers who sought trauma leave due to the working conditions. How concerned are you about the health of the air traffic control system?
We had 7 flights yesterday delayed for over 3 hours in Newark. We fly at least 10 times a day into Newark. Those are significant. It's a very difficult customer experience to have 3-hour delays. We have to be very vigilant with these issues and stay on top of it and communicate with the FAA and hopefully mitigate it. We don't want to fly if there's any question whether safety is going to be put at risk. So what you do is you slow things down. You slow things down so you can operate safely. But those delays are just too long.
This group of friends stranded in Newark are hoping their 6th try will be the flight that actually takes them home to L.A.
We're supposed to be at work tomorrow.
With no passports and non-compliant driver's licenses, they worry Wednesday's Real ID deadline could be another travel trouble.
That's going to put us in a pickle if we don't get back home soon.
That Real ID deadline goes into effect tomorrow. You'll need to have a compliant ID or a passport. If you don't, TSA says be at the airport at least 3 hours before your flight. There is additional screening that will happen. Secretary of Transportation Duffy plans to unveil his plan for modernizing air traffic control Thursday.
What I had read this morning that upset me to that extent. So here it is. We will keep their lives short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so that they never see what is happening, and yet we will give them more poison. Chemical poisons will be absorbed through the skin of idiots who believe that certain hygiene and beauty products presented by great actors and musicians will be eternal youth to their faces and bodies, and through their thirsty and hungry mouths we will destroy their minds and systems of internal organs, reproduction. However, their children will be born as disabled and deformed, and we will hide this information. The poisons will be hidden in everything around them, in what they drink, eat, breathe, and wear. We have to be ingenious in distributing the poisons because they can see far. We'll teach them that poisons are good, with funny pictures and musical tones on TV. Those who are looking for them will be helpful. We will enroll them to push our poisons. They will see that our products are used in film, and they will get used to them, and they will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject poisons into the blood of their children and convince them that we are helping them. We will start earlier when their minds are young, and we will target their children with what children love most: sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals that kill their minds and steal their future. And when their ability to learn has been affected, we will create more drugs that will make them sicker and cause them other illnesses, for which we will create even more drugs. We will make them docile and weak before us by our power. They will grow depressed, slow, and obese. And when they come for us to help, we will give them more poison. We will focus our attention on money and material goods so they never connect with their inner self. We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, so that they are never one with the unity of all. Their minds will belong to us, and they will do as we say. And if they refuse, we will find ways to implement technologies that alters the mind in their lives. We will use fear as a weapon. We will establish their governments, and we will establish opposition within them. We will own both sides. We will always hide our goal, but we will continue our plan. They will do the work for us, and we will prosper from their toil. Our families will never mix with theirs, and our blood, it must be pure because it is. We will make them kill each other when they oppose us. We will keep them separate from unity through dogma and religion, and we will control all aspects of their lives and tell them what to think and how. We will guide them kindly and let them believe that they are guiding themselves. We will instigate animosity among them through our factions. When a light shines among them, we will extinguish it by mockery or death, whichever suits us. We will make them tear their hearts apart and kill their own children. We will accomplish this using hatred as our ally, anger as our friend. Hatred will completely blind them, and they will never see that in their conflicts we will be their leaders. They will be killing each other. They will bathe in their own blood and kill their neighbours as long as we see that they are against us. We will benefit greatly from this, for they will not see us, for they cannot see us. We will continue to prosper from their wars and their deaths. We will repeat this until our ultimate goal is achieved. We will continue to make them live in fear and anger, and we will give them images and sounds. We will use all tools we have to achieve this. The tools will be provided by their work, and we will make them hate themselves and their neighbours. We will always hide the divine truth from them, that we are all one. That he must never know. They must never know that colour is an illusion. They must always believe that they are not equal. And drop by drop by drop by drop, we will advance our goal. We will take over their lands and resources and wealth to exercise control over them. We will trick them into accepting laws that will steal the little freedom they have. We will set up money systems that will shut them down forever, keeping them and their children at debt. When we band them together, we will accuse them of murder and present a different story to the world because we own all media. We will use this media to control the flow of information and their feelings in our favour. When they rise up against us, we will crush them like insects because they are less than that. They will be helpless to do anything about it.
This angers me. I am not a follower. I never have been. The 1%ers, the elite. Did you hear the part where she said that their blood should not mix with theirs? They're inbred monsters who think they're better than somebody else because of what? Who makes them the leader? I just can't stand it. It drives me insane. I do not follow the norm. I never have. That's why I can't keep a word that starts with a J and ends with a B. I just can't, because I am not going to follow the rules. I'm not going to do what you say, how you say do it, because you're just telling me how you want me to do it just to see if I'm going to do what you say. And I don't think like that. I am a free thinker. I look at things in the overall picture and I go step by step in my mind. Whatever you said might be all the way around the bend. It's like riding in the car with my husband. I say go straight. He goes all the way around the neighborhood, just get to the same place. It drives me crazy. But I love my husband. That's okay. That's not a problem. I'm just not going to follow the norm because the norm doesn't always make sense. And these folks who think they are telling me what to do, they got another thing coming. I can't stay in one place too long, and I'm not going to go with the B to the S. You can kiss my A to the S with another S at the end. I'm just saying. I didn't say a cuss word. I'm just saying. We are not sheep. If any following is going to be done, I'll be following my Lord and Savior to the heavens above. But I ain't following no inbred monster who thinks that they're in control because they got some money. Because at the end of the day, you can't take that money with you, dog. You can't. So what's up? What's wrong with you? You're the crazy ones. If we all were just to step back and get off the train of stupid, following stupid, then we'll all be good. Just follow God and you'll be safe. I know God is going to fix my situation. What about you?
So I've spoken to quite a few of you.
If you want to be rich, don't do no gross. Yeah, I'm going to because it's all in your mind.
See, this is what's annoying, Uncle. Yeah. You say you have financial advice, and I ask you for some financial advice.
Let me give you the checks I give you. If you use it, that means you sell it. If you got a house, don't just sleep in it, sell a room. If you got a car, don't just drive it, rent it out. You eat, don't just eat, need somebody else for money. Whatever you got, you use, and you keep the extras to let it stack up to feel well. Stop playing with you. So you live for free. So life is free. It don't cost. But everybody went around paying. Listen, what made me so mad is they went around and took the pyramids down, stole electricity, and then send you an electric bill every month. Stop playing with me.
This is one day after the new Samsung update, and I realized what has happened to everybody's phones. AI has been integrated into our phones in every form and facet, which I believe is a tracking device, a ledger. You're about to see ledgers pop up everywhere. Our new economy will be based beyond and upon a ledger, the blockchain. It's here, it's coming, they're getting the devices integrated with it. In every form and facet, you are being recorded. You are already recorded, but now AI is recording you, which me and Tommy was talking about. Is AI taking over, always part of the plan? Is AI running this? But I digress. Right now, we're about to see within the next year or two the transition from a fiat dollar to a digital CBDC. This is coming. This is not up for debate, even though you have XRP Maxis up here saying, oh, our Senate and Congress said they banned CBDCs. That's what they want you to think, so you don't worry about the legislation that comes with it. Just like that's what they want you to think when robotics and AI take over your jobs. They don't want you worried about the legislation of it. That's why they're confusing you with tariffs, wars, Israel-Palestine. That's why they're confusing you with all these social issues. So you do not worry about the legislation that's about to come up, about the new AI and robotics and the UBI you will receive from not working. They want you docile. They want you to be submissive. They want you guys to keep the trust in the system, that the system will have the best interest for you. In all actuality, we're about to go into a two-class system. One side will have incentivized more per diem, while the other will be completely dependent on the AI system UBI. This is not up for debate. It's not. And people like me have been trying to warn people like you about this impending scenario. So what have I learned since the new Samsung update? Everything you type, everything you look at, everything is being recorded. Everything you make content on, you are being labeled. So be careful out there on what you speak about, because guess what? One day, they might come for you. Because they definitely coming for me. Peace to God.
What I have to say about that is, if you're tracking me, you're going to see some weird stuff. Because I don't care. It's not that I have anything to hide. Because I don't care. I don't care. And if we would stop being so vain and worried about what everybody else is thinking, then what's the point of worrying at all? You know, track my phone. What you gonna find? I'll drive around in circles and circles and circles just to get you confused. Straight up.
So they're trying to allow teachers to put their hands on students. They are trying to pass an executive or discipline. Discipline teachers, discipline disruptive bad students. If this somehow get passed, it's going to be bad as, and I'm going to give you all the reasons, but hold up. If I was a student still and the teacher decided to put their hands on me, it's up. I'm telling you, it's unsafe. I must spaz the out. They won't allow teachers to do this. This ain't no Matilda. This is why it will be bad. These YNs now, they don't give about anything. It's going to be bad if a teacher decide to touch the wrong yin. We already got enough school incidents. We don't need no more school incidents. In the way these kids' brains now, it's going to be a rising that. And you mean to tell me they would take away the ability for parents to discipline a child, but they want to allow a teacher to do it. Make it make sense. Y'all buzzy. These kids are bad nowadays. I understand all that, but that's besides the point. You knew what she was getting into when you became a teacher. The kids act the way they act now because they decided to take the rights away from parents to discipline them. So the kids, knowing the parents can't discipline them, they act up and you think you're going to be able to discipline them. You got to be out. So mine.
Okay. I remember when my kids started telling me about I couldn't whoop them. I mean, oh my gosh. I remember being whooped at school, the ruler. And there was a paddle, the one with the handle on it, the one that they use for hazing, which is very, very bad. They used that on us in grade school. The ruler, smack, smack, smack on my hand. I could still feel it. But I knew better than to act a fool from that moment on. There was like, I knew not to do that again. So, yes, I was disciplined at home. Yes, I was disciplined at school. I don't really agree with being disciplined at school, but when you took the ability to discipline our children at home, those buckers run amok. And I'm saying that because I have experienced it. I've experienced it. I got an adult 3 adult children. One has ascended to higher level of the realm, and I am grateful for her peace. But my 2 youngest, which there's like an 8-year gap between my oldest and my 2 youngest, to this day, they are crazy. I mean, they don't follow not one rule in my house, and I'm 53 years old. You can't follow a rule, get to stepping for real. But there's laws that I can't even put a mug out of my house. That's some B to the S again. I can't. Whatever the government is doing, they're trying to ruin everybody. They're trying to destroy us. So what? They could have money that don't even exist or is real. I don't understand. What is it that they're trying to do? All I know is the D to the E to the V to the I to the L is a LIAR. He's a straight liar. These fools is confused. He lying to us, and all we got is Jesus. Just pray, everybody. Just pray. Bow your heads and pray so this nonsense can end, please, because it's driving me bonkers, and I feel very, very bad for the generation that comes after this generation of whatever these young people, these Z's are, because they nuts. I love you. All right, moving on.
We really had teachers whooping our ass in elementary. I mean, I had my pre-K, Ms. Davis, and I had my 5th grade. I just had a paddle called Goldilocks. Bro, this mug was like a fence. It was, bro, that mug about this thick, and it had a handle on it. And, bro, I got whooped a few times, boy. That shit used to sting. That shit make you start thinking, bro. In elementary school, you're not, and then you go home and get another ass whoop.
Baby, listen, I jumped out the bed so quick. I got my shirt on wrong, my lash gone, my hair ain't combed. Just to say this, from sunshine to order for these teachers and principals to be putting their hand on our children. These folks' children. Baby, it's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing. Because if you put your hands on one of my grandchildren, baby, it's going to take God himself to come down here and tell me to turn them loose. Do you hear me? If you put your hands on one of my cousin's children, one of my neighbor's children, one of my sister's children, one of my brother's children, hell, you can put your hands on the corner store man's children. Your ass going to get drugged through that grass, okay? You're going to be splitting that grass seeds by the time we get through with you. Half of us don't even allow our parents, our siblings, and other family members to whoop our children. And you finna come do it, baby. You with them 6 hours out of a day, 5 days out of a week. Half of y'all don't even want to be there with them. And you think you finna do that? Baby, your ass gonna wake up and say, honey, I'm finna go to Walmart. Your ass gonna go missing at Walmart. Talking about you finna put your hand on our train. Don't listen to y'all president because he ain't mine. He ain't mine. And I don't want to hear, that's the problem now. Girl, boy. Fuck you. Your ass can get me grass too. Do you hear me? Shoot.
I mean, straight up. Straight up. It be that cousin that you really don't even F with that'll be standing right next to you to help them flower bringing, slow singing folks ride around in their little long black car. You know what I'm saying? We do not mess with other people's children. Don't touch my child. Don't touch my grandchildren in the future. I don't have none right now, but don't touch them. See, again, a lot of confusion is distraction from whatever's really going on, whatever they got planned out there in 1%er land that don't make no sense to nobody but them. Lord help us all, please. Please help us.
You know, don't know now. Don't not get.
The jail.
So we send you to jail?
Yes, the bus, the cafeteria, the lunch plates, the hallways, basketball, the outside of it, and back to the buses.
So where you go?
They're sending us to jail.
Why would you want to support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in the country.
Well, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say. I mean, would you use the N-word out of interest? You would?
I do quite frequently.
You use the N-word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, but if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you? Are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different.
Sorry, but just to be clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context? You use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
Despicable.
I guess so. I don't really care. I mean, why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendricks? Why are we talking about?
Well, actually, I think you've moved it on in this debate very quickly to your.
Let us say it. Let us say it. I'm sure she didn't really say it in front of nobody in my neighborhood. No. Not my current neighborhood. Not my old neighborhood. Not my future neighborhood. Anybody look like this? This right here, this right here, this right here. She didn't say that. She might have said it to people that look like this in the privacy of her own space. Probably at the kitchen table, the coffee table, maybe in the car. But don't say it. Don't say it at Walmart. Don't say it at Target. Don't say it out loud. You can think it. Don't say it. It won't be pretty. You wouldn't know what was happening to you. I'm sorry. If I think you think it, I'm gonna have a problem with you. If I think you're thinking it and you're looking at me and you got a look on your face, I'm gonna have a problem with you. That's all I got to say about that.
Your own racism, which explains why you've supported her in public and why you've got all these views. You see no problem with a woman shrieking the N-word repeatedly because you yourself are a despicable racist. And you've just proudly admitted that with a smug grin on your face, which is pretty horrifying, actually, for most people to have to watch. And shame on you. You're entitled to do it, and I'm entitled to call you despicable.
Despicable. All right. Just to wrap up, I feel very, very sad for the little girl who feels like her education is leading her through a pipeline to jail. Everything is parallel, and it's really, really sad, and it's unfortunate for any of us to feel that way. I remember the hallways of my grade school and high school. I remember, and when I went away to college, I was in a whole different world. That didn't seem like a pipeline, but it also felt like, did they really want me there? Did I really belong? Because I was not prepared for it. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in to TS Ditto Reacts. And I hope to see you again next time. Thank you. Have a good night.